Hey you guys, this is your girl Jacqueline, and I'm finally back with a new video just for you guys. So I'm wearing this shirt from Charlotte Russe. I think I got it a long time ago. I just never showed it in a haul because it was like a mini haul. So yeah, hold on. It's like this. It's really cute. I really like it, and it's kind of like off the shoulder. It's like I really love it. So yeah, and it has off the shoulder, which for me feels kind of nice. I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, but that's not this video. I want to show you guys my few tips how to get a job this summer, tips and my advice. In case you guys see me let's go looking down, it's because I'm going to show you guys my tips how to get a job this summer. So yeah, I have 10 tips right here. So yeah, and before I start, I just want to tell you, check with your local state, country, city, because I know most states you have to be 16 or 17. I know most states you have to be 15 in order to get a job. Depends what kind of job you want, whether it's retail or a restaurant or kind of like fast food. That depends on your state. In my state where I live, you have to be 16, I think. No, it depends on the job. So either you have to be 15 or 16. I know some jobs won't hire you. You have to be like 17 or 18, depending on the job you get and everything like that. So that's just a disclaimer. I know in every state it's different. You have to be 15, 16. I know some jobs do hire, teens in the summertime when they're 15 or 16, you know, depending on where you work. For me, I am 24. I work at TJ Maxx. I know they hire at 17 or above, depending on your state, but check with your state, um, country, city, and yeah, so make sure to check for that. So everything I say is just my advice and my tips how to get a job in any kind of industry if you're just starting small. So let's go with the tips. I have the tips right here. So my tip number one is find organizations and other places that you know pay teens to work. Good places to check are hospitals, city park, zoo, camp, retail, and food. Check check with your state or check any place that's hiring. You know, they may not pay you a whole lot, but you have a part-time or a full-time job. You can check in retail or food industry. If that's not your thing, you can check in hospitals. I know they're, hiring. You can also check in other places depending on you. My tip, start small and apply everywhere that is hiring. Also decide if you want to work full-time or part-time. What I mean by that, decide if you really want to work in the restaurant. I mean, if that's your thing, then good for you. Decide if you want to work retail or restaurant. Guys, sorry about that. My mom was calling me, so I had to answer a call. I can't really remember what I was saying. Oh, okay. What I mean by start small and apply everywhere that's hiring. Also decide if you want to work full-time or part-time. As I was saying earlier, decide if you want to work full-time or part-time, depending on if you're still in school. And if you're in college, I know school is about to be over, but decide on your schedule. I don't know if you have volleyball practice, soccer, depending on your availability, I think that's called. No. Depending on your time, decide if you want to work full-time or part-time. I work part-time. It's better for me. So, yeah. I'm not in college yet, but I will be because I'm thinking about it. And also, Um, Start small and apply everywhere that's hiring. Check the newspaper, check the internet, see if any job or is hiring. I know a really good website. I'm not being sponsored by them, so don't worry. You guys can check snagajob.com. You just have to sign up and put your city and state zip code. If you guys want to see a video how to do that, I would love to. I have a profile on there, and you just put your zip code, and it will tell you any jobs that are hiring, like Chick-fil-A, Kroger, Publix, McDonald's, CVS, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. Check with any store that's hiring, and if you've seen a sign on the store, as soon as you walk in, ask for application. It doesn't matter what kind of job, you know. So really, okay. But anyway, um, just keep an open mind. Even if you don't really like that job, just keep an open mind. You never know, they might hire you. And my other tip is just don't give up. If they don't hire you, look for another job. I know it's kind of hard to look for another job in this, depending on what industry. So, yeah. Tip number 2. Get the word out that you can post flyers in your neighborhood detailing jobs that you can do as lawn mowing, babysitting, or babysitting or dog sitting. Before I start with that, make sure to get your parents' permission. Don't put any personal information out there like your address. You can put your name, but make sure you get your parents' permission before you get that kind of job. Hold on. Hey guys, sorry about that. Oh no, wrong one. What was I saying? Tip number 2, I just said it. Sorry. But make sure to get your parents' approval. Um, like whether that's babysitting or lawn mowing or dog sitting, any kind of job like that, like house cleaning. If you're under the age of 18, make sure you get your parents' permission. Obviously, don't put your personal information there, but you can post flyers and any kind of store just to make sure. Make sure to ask the employee if you can put a flyer, because I know most won't let you put pictures or flyers, just to make sure to ask. And if you're really good with babysitting, there's jobs for that. Check in your neighborhood or around your neighborhood. You could also check there. I've done funny story. Before I actually could get a job, I was babysitting my little nieces and nephews, but I know them, and honestly, I take care of my sister's kids. So, I mean, if that's babysitting is your thing, then good. If it isn't, then look for another job like car wash, stuff like that. Tip number 3: use your connection. Talk to friends and family about any jobs they might know of and follow through. You might want to talk. It's all about connection, whether that's career, job, whatever. Just make sure to use your connection, whether that's family, friends, etc. Like if your cousin knows a job that's hiring, make sure to ask him, hey, is that job hiring? What do I need to do? That stuff like that. And well, make sure to ask your friends if your friends have a job and you want to work there. Make sure to ask your friends and see if, hey, is that place hiring? Your friends can also tell you. You can tell them, hey, I really need a job. I really want to know what jobs are hiring. That's a really good option. So ask your friends, ask your family, ask anybody that's hiring. ask your family members. And that's a really good way to get a job because they can recommend you to this job. Like, for example, your sister Annie works at Kroger and you want a job, Annie can say, hey, my friend Alyssa is a really good worker. I totally recommend her to work here. That's a win-win-win because you didn't. I mean, you will still have an interview, but that's a good way because they can recommend you. That's what my mom's friend did for me. She recommended me to TJ Maxx, and that's how I got the job. So that could be a really good way. Okay. Number 4 is volunteer. That's a really good way for your resume. You can volunteer at hospital, daycare, dog daycare, any kind of volunteer. That's a really good way. That's also good on your college resume, I think. You can volunteer just about anywhere depending on what you like and what you dislike. If you're not really that good with kids, then I wouldn't really recommend you working with kids unless that's your thing. So just volunteer in the summertime and the spring because those are really good. I know a lot of people are looking for volunteers, whether that's helping with sporting events, maybe, and etc. I will have other tips. That I forgot to mention down below so that can help you get a job. Number 5, make a resume. I think most jobs require you to make a resume of like jobs you had, whether that's babysitting, lawn mowing, okay? Those are really good. I know most jobs will require you to write a really good resume. Hey guys, sorry about that. Every time I film, everything always has to happen to me. Like my phone just fell in the last clip, so I had to record this. Hopefully nothing happens. So as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh, number 5 is make a cute but professional resume. I know most jobs will require you to write a resume depending on what job you get or what job you apply to. So yeah, there will be other tips that I either forget to mention down below. So yeah. Number 6 is apply early to jobs. Like if you know Zaxby's is applying, if you know Zaxby's is opening up, you can apply early there and they probably will hire you depending on what you like and what you don't like. Tip, oh no, that's not a tip. Number 7 is go to an interview. Like for example, you apply to Target and they told you, hey, I think you're a really good person to work here. Are you interested? And they ask you, we want you to go to an interview at 4:30 at this location. Even if you don't want the job, you can apply. You can go to the interview and they will give you the job. Most of the time, most jobs will make you go through 3 interviews or 2 just to make sure you're the right person for the job. So hopefully that makes sense in a way, Number 8, as I was saying earlier, go on websites such as Snagajob. Hold on. So that's right here. I will leave it down below. I will leave the website and other things that you guys may want to know. So yeah, go on websites. I know a couple websites, like Snagajob. That's the only website I use because I trust it and it's safe. And yeah, I know that there's other jobs that you can apply to. Just check jobs hiring, make sure there'll be websites that you can go on depending on your state, city, stuff like that. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, number 9, apply online in store. Like if a job, I know most jobs will be online. You just have to have a computer and sometimes a printer. Like for Chick-fil-A, you can apply online or in store. They give you this card and you enter the code and you just have to print the application and give it to them. Follow the rules, obviously. Okay, as I was saying, apply online in store. If most places will want you to apply online, I know Publix wants you to apply in store or in line. Check Snagajob or check Google. Those are your best friends. So yeah. And my tip is don't give up. Even if they don't hire you, don't give up because I know there's other opportunities for you. So yeah, I think that's all for this video. Hope you guys really enjoy. I will have a new video coming up this week. So I hope you guys really enjoy this video and thanks for watching. Bye.